Sup, nerd? Howdy ho, everybody. It's Sunday. Welcome to Audibly Dumb. My name is Zach. I run this YouTube channel. This is AudiblyChill. And yeah, every Sunday at 10 a.m. Colorado time, a bunch of us nerds like to meet up here, talk about music, talk about guitars. Gets pretty weird sometimes. Not gonna lie. Gets pretty fucking crazy. But it's fun. Good morning. Oh man, been looking forward to chilling with you people. This is a slightly new camera angle I'm trying here. Today we're going to be playing King. I haven't played King on the channel much recently. For those of you that don't know, King is a 2023 Heritage 535. It's a rather magical guitar that I love very much, courtesy of Flipside Music. Tobacco Burst is the way to go. How's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good week? Like, what music did we listen to this week? Everybody just throw down in the chat here. There will be no judgment, right? But like, what did we listen to this week? What music got us going? Whether it's in the gym, whatever. You found a new band. Let me see. What did I listen to this week? I listen to music all day, every day, right? Slayer, Dead Weather. All right, we got some angry fuckers. So I can tell you this week, Seosin just released a new track, so I listened to a bunch of Seosin, trip down memory lane. There's this band called Lost Trees. They're like modern progressive metal, electronic type stuff. I found a band called Good Terms. That's pretty sick. Yeah. There's a band called Fonzie. I hope that's true. I hope there's a band called Fonzie. Oh, also from left field, I listened to a ton of Robin Trower this week. Anybody here know who Robin Trower is? Both a person and a band. Really like Robin Trower. Ooh, 9 Inch Nails. Did you hear the live album they just dropped? 9 Inch Nails just dropped a live album. My buddy Jason told me about it, and it slapped. Greta Van Fleet, you know, here's my head. Who here knows who Greta Van Fleet is? Like, unbelievably talented, just fantastic. They sound like Led Zeppelin. And that's why I don't listen to them. If I want to listen to Led Zeppelin, I listen to Led Zeppelin. And I've seen people try to defend, like, Greta Van Fleet's their own thing. The hell they are. Like, it is 100% Zeppelin ripoff. Facts, I agree with that. Yeah, Greta Van Fleet is what Zeppelin would be if Bonzo never died. Correct. I did see Bring Me the Horizon is re-recording their old stuff. That is sick. Bring Me the Horizon, it is weird that somebody in that genre of music, a band in that genre of music, can sell 20,000 tickets a night. Insane. Yeah, I saw that. Greta Van Fleet says that they were really influenced by Aerosmith. It's like, calm down. Hey, Soul Divide music. So saying Led Zeppelin wasn't original because they covered some songs, pretty crazy. Do me a favor. Go back to 1968, listen to a bunch of music from that time, and then listen to Zeppelin. They most certainly had original takes on music, my dude. They all sound the same. Are you saying Aerosmith sounds like Led Zeppelin? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Zeppelin was like, I don't know about you guys. Zeppelin might be my favorite like classic rock band. I listen to Led Zeppelin all the time. It's vibe, dude. Sabbath had it too. Unmistakable vibe, right? Oh, speaking of Sabbath, I got a band for you guys if you've never heard of them. They're called Electric Citizen. It sounds like Black Sabbath if Black Sabbath had a female lead singer. Straight up. Green Day is a solid gym band, absolutely. Um yeah, when I first saw Greta Van Fleet, it's cool to see bands keeping that genre of music alive, for sure. It's just weird how people pretend it's more original than it is. If Led Zeppelin never existed, Greta Van Fleet sure as hell never exists. At least not in its current form, that's for sure. But I guess the same could be said for music as a whole, right? Dude, your tones today are not going to be all that great. Uh, I tweaked my way out of a good tone, and I don't know how to get it back. I got to do a lot of work on that. Uh, I have a lot of grounding issues in my basement, and it's the reason why there hasn't been much guitar playing on the channel lately. It's really affecting my ability to record. Like, everything I record sounds horrible, and it's because there's just this wild noise down here, and I'm trying to get rid of it, and in trying to get rid of it, I tweaked my way out of what I had, and I have absolutely no clue how to fix it. Man, when they say you can tweak your way out of a good tone, they're not kidding. Uh, Black Sabbath did Linkin Park. Is that a thing? Did Black Sabbath do some Linkin Park stuff? I did not see that. What matters more in tone for electric guitar? The amp. A good amp can make any electric guitar sound decent, right? But a really great guitar can't really improve a shitty amp. Is that a hot take? I don't even know. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm going to turn off the digital amp and just play with the Princeton today. Appreciate that. Yeah, King is a special guitar for sure. But yeah, regarding guitar tone, I don't know. There's people that are like, tone is all in the fingers, which is objectively true. But at the same time, like, it all has to work together. A decent guitar doesn't mean expensive, just means decent. A decent guitar, a decent amp, and knowing how to pick, like, take pretty far. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money, right? I don't know. I got a question for you guys. If you had a lot of money to spend, but you could only spend it on one thing, would you buy an expensive guitar or would you buy an expensive amp? Expensive amp? Okay. Uh, First of all, calling me your favorite YouTuber, I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Mm. Dude, some guy shit talked me so hard the other day. Like, I got this comment, I refreshed my phone, and it was just like, oh God. Like, uh, I love it. I almost like the shit talk comments more than the positive ones. That does not mean shit talk more. Anyways, it's like I'm just at work doing my thing. I get a notification. You received a comment on whatever video, right? I click on it and it's just some guy like, "You're gay" or whatever. Like, uh OG make fire fire good. What's up? Yeah, see, I shouldn't have even said anything. uh Honestly, I'm going expensive guitar too. Like, the amount of quality amp tones you can get for not a lot of money is just crazy, right? I want to start playing with plugins. I do want to start playing more like digital amp and cab modeling. The people that are like, "Yeah, but you can't feel it." Shut up, dude, right? Let's look at Pliny. Let's look at Polyphia, Rabia Masad, Mateus Asado. The tone is relentlessly good. All digital. I don't care how. I don't care how they get it. I'm just happy they do. You know, hey, go practice, get better, be amazing. Oh man, I'll be going for a little over an hour today, so swing back through for sure. Opinion on orange amps. I have very little experience. I've played a couple, haven't really been my bag. A lot of people I look up to love them. Scott Holiday from Rival Sons, Paul Kossoff, right? The band Sleep, Matt Pike. Ooh, I just never vibed with it. That's completely fair. Yeah, I think if you're gonna invest the money, invest in a guitar that makes you want to play. Genuinely, that's like really solid advice. Invest in a guitar that makes you want to pick up and play. That's actually the digital amp. I'm not opposed to that tone. I got to tweak around with it a little bit. That's the Helix. Somebody said earlier they got to play the Fire and Ice Dragon. What did you think of the Helix? I don't know. I like it mainly just because I've gotten used to it. That's a dark sounding chord, dude. Not mad at that. I've got a Guitar Center right across the street from my house. It's the closest music store to me by far. The vibe is weird sometimes at Guitar Center. Anybody know what I mean by that? It's like when you go to a local music store, it feels like cats are in the scene. Guitar Center, it's like, even if it's people that are in the scene, a lot of touring musicians work at Guitar Center when they're not on tour. It never feels like that. It's weird. I do want to know what you've been listening to this week. Orange is a pedal platformer I've never really considered. Sure, it's sick. Emo Boy, do you think that there is nothing going on in new music right now, my dude? What genre are you looking in? Maybe you're just not looking in the right place. Ever think of that, dude? I've played some Tesco's. Pretty sick. They're like kind of quirky. You know, they got that like thrifty thing going on. I'm into it. It's not a bad decision. Do it. Do it. I need you to do it. Ask as many questions as you want. That's kind of what I'm here for. I'm just here to chill. What did has Slipknot not released new music? I don't really listen to Slipknot. Did they say they were going to? Oh man. I don't know why I don't listen to Slipknot. Probably because I listened to them so much when I was a kid. Like when I was younger, Slipknot was big deal. This coming Friday, I'm going to see Unprocessed. If anybody here knows who Unprocessed is. You're pooping right now? Moving on. Well, I mean, to be fair, like Tool waits decades between albums, so like, you know what I mean? Just give them a break. Yeah, hit him with the brown sound. I don't even know if I have a brown sound right now. I told you I kind of tweaked my way. I think right now this is the only drive sound that I have even remotely dialed in. Nowhere near a brown sound. That would be neck pickup, tone rolled, mostly off. This guitar can chug, just not with this setting. Nah, we're not set up to chug right now. That's about it. Let's see. Denzel Curry, Knocked Loose. I do like Knocked Loose. They're a solid band in the genre right now. They're doing good things in the game and like shockingly popular. Again, that's a band playing a genre of music that you wouldn't think would translate popular wise now, but people love them. I think it's crazy. You've got Knocked Loose selling like probably 10,000 a night. Spirit Box is comfortably selling like 5,000 plus a night. Crazy. I'm honestly pretty stoked at the caliber of bands that can sell tickets in like a really real way. You know what I mean? I wish bands like Intervals could play larger spots. That would be sick. I listen to a lot of jam bands, and those people play like 20,000 seaters. It's ridiculous. Well, I just saw them 2 weeks ago. I think Currents is fire. Currents is super good. Whoa. Famous last words. Yes, I have. That is a dope band. I believe that's also a very dope song by My Chemical Romance. So here's when it comes to heavier music, this is something that happened last year that really, like, at least in a live music context, it set the tone for me. So I went and saw Era open up for a band called Architects, right? Era was incredible. They always are. Very melodic guitar playing along with the heavier stuff, right? Architects goes on, and don't get me wrong, Architects is cool, but the set list they chose, the whole set was just chug, 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 like, dude, it's cool. I did not stay for their whole set. I like Architects in the studio, but live, like, you need melodicism. You need the higher register stuff too. Yeah, I saw them last year. They were not playing any of the really melodic stuff. And it just, let me see. Oh, sorry, Britton. I missed that thing. Uncle Larry, don't ever feel bad about listening to Tom Bukovac. That guy is the shit. Fact. Absolute fact. Well, one of my lights just died. That kind of sucks. Yeah, Tom Bukovac, right? Okay, so I would like to talk about Tom Bukovac and answer Fire and Ice Dragon's question. So, like, the reason why Tom Bukovac and these studio people can do what they do is just because they have such an unbelievable foundational understanding of the basics, right? So it's like, if he's looking at a chart and the chart says A, let's just say, right? Well, homie might play, or he might play, or, right? Or here, could play this. Like, everything I just played there was an A triad. But he's played it so many times that he can kind of say, okay, in the scheme of the song, it's not just A. Which A is going to sound the dopest over this part? It's basic music theory, but understood on such a fundamental level that he can implement it immediately. Boom, there it is. You wanted an A? there's your A, man, right? So for your friend just learning, pick some easy songs and learn some chords, man. That's really it. Learn the open chords. Like, learn your open chords. Learn the pentatonic scale, learn some songs, and see if they make it past that. Blackberry Smoke and Charlie Starr. I don't listen to the band often, but I am a Charlie Starr fan. The same thing is true for like Jason Isbell and the 400 unit. I like Jason Isbell. I think he's a great songwriter. I think he's a great player. I never listened to his band though. Yeah, just like have him learn the stuff that he wants to learn. And I think that's true for everybody, you know? Learn the music that made you want to pick it up in the first place. If you're a blues fan, learn that stuff, you know? Or if you want to go even simpler, just that. Right? Pick stuff like that is specifically around the type of music you enjoy. Let's see. Yeah, that's like the Jimi Hendrix thing. Once again, like figure out what you dig about specific artists and specific songs and stuff, and then just try to pick at that, you know? I'll never forget when I was younger, I never play the lick anymore, but that Stevie Ray Vaughan thing that like he would play it like down. You know that Stevie Ray Vaughan lick? I exhausted the shit out of that lick, but it's because I liked it. It was the music I enjoyed. What was that Stevie Ray lick? It's like a he like on the D string. It's like third to fifth. He hits that E string. Like, yeah, it's. I just butchered all of that. Don't give a fuck. But yeah, I was a big Stevie Ray fan, so like I kind of locked into some of that stuff. And then I got into Pink Floyd, so it was even more like straight ahead pentatonic rock stuff. And then like learn what you like and tell that to your friend. If you like it, learn it. If it's too hard, learn something else and then go back to that later. Like, yeah, the bridge pickup on this guitar, it does that. Sounds pretty sick. The neck pickup is a little boomier, but it's still. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing about music, man. If you think that you have figured out what you do in music, you're dead. You can always learn new stuff. Even if you just pick up an instrument and try to just like fiddle around. If you pay attention, you can come across some newer stuff. It's like teaching yourself in the moment. There's a magic to semi-hollow guitars, specifically the larger bodied ones. Oh, by the way, would you guys like to meet the new semi-hollow to the group? Wah! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Wah! I have not named it yet, but this is this is a Larry Carlton sire. Dude, P90 pickups. Can we just... I want to, like, there is a magic to P90 pickups. It's the sparkle of single coils with, like, the girth of humbuckers. Listen to the neck pickup. So on King, the neck pickup is a little woolly, right? The neck pickup on this... but it still has that, like, growl. Yeah, I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but I think a really good, larger-bodied, semi-hollow guitar, I think it rocks harder than like a Les Paul does. I think they sound better. People talk about like the feedback issue and it being like microphonic. Like, that's the volume turned all the way up. I'm not even grounding it, right? Do we have any feedback issues? Maybe if I... It's fine. Like, it's not as crazy as people think. Right? The reason why there's sound coming out of the amp is because there's currently a grounding wire issue on this. That's the only reason. The ground wire is not properly connected to the bridge. I have to fix that. So, like, It grounds here, but not here. Once again, grounding issue. I will admit that part is sick. Both my lights burned out. How crazy is that? But like getting a big rock tone, putting the guitar towards the amp. Yeah, but all my guitars do what I just did there. You know what I mean? Like every guitar that I have will feed back like that. The semi-hollows do it a little bit more. Actually, what I think is crazy is the semi-hollows. If you pay attention to how you're approaching it, it's almost like you can get it locked into a feedback note. And then with a little bit of reverb on there, you can swipe it and it'll like swipe away into the reverb. Magic. This thing, it distorts so differently from that other semi-hollow. It's crazy. All right, have fun. Have a great Sunday. Hey, listen, if you don't have a great day, everyone here is going to get pissed off. So have a great day. Man, you went to a guitar store and didn't buy anything? That's nice. Yeah, weaponized feedback slaps pretty hard. Oh, man. So did you guys see the new PRS Mango tops? I just saw those recently and that kind of freaked me out. PRS is making guitars that have tops that are made out of mango wood. And they look insane. They're expensive as hell. It's the reason why I never had a PRS. I've had a. That's not true. I've had two. I've had 3 PRSs, even though I never really bonded with them. I was just spending money. But I've never had a PRS that I genuinely bonded with. That is true. You know, PRS should make that part of their marketing. Like the new Mango tops sound sweet, or they look sweet, or something. They haven't done any of that, which sucks. Man, the thing about Epiphone and Gibson as a whole is just like, they release a new product and I don't care. I don't care when Fender or Gibson or Epiphone or them come out with something new. Because it's literally just like, hey, we're doing this now. It's basically what we did back in the 50s, but we're doing it again. I hate that. It doesn't feel like anything new, anything exciting. But then if they do try to do anything new, people get pissed off. So why is that? Why do you think people can't stand when these legacy companies try to do something new? And I'm one of them. You mean like the Polyphia Ibanez thing? Yeah, Paul Reed Smith does that. It's not a nylon string, but Paul Reed Smith has a bridge with piezo pickups in it. Ibanez does the Tim Henson thing. I think that pickup is in the bridge too. I don't know. I think it's cool. That kind of stuff I think is cool. I don't play it, but it's new. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's when you look at the legacy brands and you look at the money they fetch, it's kind of insane. I mean, this guitar brand new is $799 and pre-owned they're under $500. Brand new Epiphones are like $1,300 right now. What? Pass. An old Gibson? Have fun with that. I'd love to get an old Gibson, but I don't have 30 grand just chilling in my pillowcase, bro. I will say though, something that I do disdain on, people love to talk smack about folks with money. Like somebody like Joe Bonamassa will pay 50 grand for a guitar. And people are like, well, of course he's holding all the guitars. You were never going to buy it, bro. You were never going to buy it, right? You work at Ross. You're not, in no universe would that be yours. Stop pretending like the reason you can't have that stuff is because people like that guy buy it. Doesn't work that way. You know? I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but it's like, let rich people do rich people shit. Like, oh yeah, being expensive does not mean it's great. That people have spent loads of money on vintage gear that's trash. You know? I respect people's right to. Um, who here? Does anybody here watch Nathan Cordy? Or is it John Cordy? Excuse me. Uh, really, really dope musician, and he posted a video recently with the millionaire owner of NERDIEST, and all these people in the comments were like talking shit about hustle culture and things like that. And it's like, you should be happy enough with your way of life. But what if for some people a normal life isn't enough? Right? To make fun of hustle culture is crazy. What if someone genuinely wants to work just insanely hard to make a lot of money? That person having millions isn't taking it from you. Got nothing to do with you. Got nothing to do with me. Like, if one day I find something that I want to really attack full bore and one day it makes me wealthy, I didn't take anything from anybody. You won't know it, but there will be signs. Do you ever see those pictures online where it's like, if I got wealthy, I wouldn't tell anybody, but there would be signs? And it's like a normal kitchen, but instead of a stovetop, it's like a roller dog thing from 7-Eleven. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I wouldn't. What would everybody do here if you ran into a bunch of money? Like, let's say you won $10 million. Are we buying gear? Like, are we buying expensive guitars? Soul Divide, here's my question for you. You're broke, you come from nothing. You find something you want to do. You spend all of your extra time. You spend 40 hours a week on top of your job doing this thing for years of your life. All of a sudden, one day you wake up and you're like, oh my God, it actually turned into something. You would then just give all that away and have nothing to show for it in the end? Hey, thank you so very much. I really appreciate you saying that. Just for right now, I'll keep cracking away. Hopefully it gets bigger. Well, that makes one of us, Soul Divide Music. Good for you, but right now I'm working 50 hours a week at my full-time job. I'm running Audibly Dumb. I'm starting another thing as well. If for any reason anything gets really successful, first and foremost, I'm making sure my family's taken care of. 100% facts. 100% facts. Oh man. I come from some real poverty, man. Crazy. I want to find really good charities. I will say that if anybody here has any really good ideas for or if anybody knows of some really really solid charities, that would be sick. Like, I do want to donate in general, but I just want to donate to causes that I know the money's going to the cause, you know? I feel like we live in a weird time, but like, benefit concerts I always thought was super sick, right? I feel like does that even happen anymore? Do people do like charity concerts? I would love to see a charity concert today. All the big bands just get together, raise a whole bunch of money, and then I want to know that that money is going towards like a really solid cause. That is true. If you had 10 million, you could absolutely buy a crotch rocket. Daniel Tosh had a really funny joke where he was like, "They say money doesn't buy happiness," and that is objectively true. But have you ever seen a sad guy on a jet ski? Oh man, so funny. I wonder, like, when you look at like wealthy people in music, how many of them actually thought they were going to get there? Like, how many people believe that their band is going to do the thing? You guys ever think about that? Really, really big, successful bands, artists in general. Is it just they do the thing long enough for it to connect? Or do you think they really had intentions on one day that's where I'm going to be? I think about that sometimes. I wonder what the catalyst for that is. Yeah, my wife and I talk about that sometimes, where it's like, I feel like if you have money, especially if it's completely self made money, it's not what it can buy you. It's purely just the freedom aspect of it. That's like the coolest part. So, like, there are plenty of people that can afford to fly to Paris whenever they want. They make like 300 grand a year. But if they work 90 hours a week and that's the reason they make all that money, they can't just go whenever they want. They can afford it, but they can't just go time wise. So are they really free? Not at all. It's almost like pointless to make that much money at that point. Cool, you can buy all this stuff. Can't go anywhere. Man, must be. Just down the, if anybody here has ever heard of Big Head Todd and the Monsters, the band, the lead singer lives about 5 minutes from where I work. And it's one of those things of like you would expect kind of rock star lifestyle, wealthy guy, lives in a normal house in a normal neighborhood. And then 6 months out of the year, he throws on a backpack, goes out with his band, and plays for 10 to 15,000 people a night. I also work near. There's a band called Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. Pretty popular band right now. Again, actually, I worked with the keyboard player at one point. He was a client of mine, and yeah, once again, just like super normal, super down to earth people. Got pretty far in the music business. Way, way, way farther than most. Pretty sick. And I don't think they're super wealthy, but they're not hurting. I don't know. If I ever come into any sort of money, I want to support local businesses, man. That's a really big thing for me is like I want to support local music stores, local bands, local artists, even like restaurants and stuff, you know? Anybody who ever takes the leap to try and start their own business, very brave thing to do. Anybody who wants to join a band and really try to do something with it, insanely brave. Yeah, the rock star lifestyle, I think, big back in the day. Now a lot of cats are just chilling. The third build is free. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, been going for about an hour. I got a lot of stuff I got to do today. Both my lights burnt out. That vibe was kind of trash. But I will be back next Sunday, and we're gonna get the hang again. I'm really gonna try my best to not miss any more Sundays. We just did 3 in a row, so we're gonna keep it cruising. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. That is fair if you had to choose. Although I would like to say, I think it's best to be the owner that pays the guy climbing the ladder more than $15 an hour. I think that a true successful business owner can make a lot of money while also paying their workers like a livable wage. And if you can't find a way to do that, then I don't know that you're all that successful of a business person. That's just me, though. But yeah, I will tell the cat I said hello. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. My name is Zach. This has been Audibly Chill. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Have a fantastic Sunday, or I will get very upset. See you guys next week. Deuces!